Good evening. We've got another Model 50 parking meter timing mechanism to show off here today that's going up on eBay on the 11th. It should end on Saturday the 18th of 2022. Here's what we've got going on. This one comes with the lucite inner coin window there, as well as the 4 mounting screws. If you don't need the mounting screws and you happen to win, send me a message. I'll give you $5 off before you pay, because I can use a few extras of these, but if you need them, they are included in the price. Looking at the meter itself, we have no real problems with any of the metal. It's all nice and shiny, no bubbling, no corrosion, nothing flaking. So the body of the handle mechanism, clock plate and ratchet plate are all really good. Got a little bit of, you can see, there we go, a little bit of wear just from people putting their fingers on that, and wear on the coin block as well, as you'd expect. This one had a glued in lucite window there, so that glue will need to be ground off, then you can glue it back on. There wasn't a screw on this one. So looking at the coin transport mechanism, it turns over real nice there, makes good contact. We'll show that off in a second. And as I mentioned in the listing, you can't really see this because of my lighting here, sorry, but the ratchet plate in there was in the wrong position. It was a little bit too shallow, so things were hitting all the time, and I have fixed that. Time indicator dial has a little yellowing there, but not too bad. On the front here, no real condition issues at all other than yellowing. And then on the back, you should be able to see this right here. We've got a little bit of a scrape there, but otherwise not much of a condition issue. And if I turn it sideways, you can see it really hasn't been bent all that much at all. Flags pop as you'd expect, and we'll show off putting some money in it in a second here. The clock is in great shape. This was one that was on a parts machine that was missing a flag and missing the handle assembly, so all it had was the clock and ratchet plates on it. But it was a good clock that just needed to be cleaned, so when I took it all the way off, I got in there, cleaned absolutely everything, was able to oil on the little pips, the spindles here on this side and on the other side because I had it all the way off, and oiled it a couple of times as I ran it down twice, and now it is humming along just fine. Got your flag bumper spring there, so that is intact in this one, and it's marked 253. You probably can't see that, but maybe you can see the 253 there. So let's show off how it works and make sure that we're squared up there. That looks all right. So start with penny. Should get 12 minutes out of this. Makes contact. There we go. This should give us an additional hour for a nickel. Makes contact, returns. So add an hour 12 there. We can't really show off the dime, but just to show that it does catch. Go in. The dime does stick a little bit when you put it in, and it'll catch all the way over here because that's all we have left is 2 hours now. So there we go. We're ticking at 2 hours, and to show off the clock, see the action right there, working real well. I think you should be able to see here, we'll zoom in just a little, there we are, that the hairspring on this is ever so slightly bent. It technically isn't, come on, zoom out. Well, I think we might be stuck now. There we go. It isn't that the hairspring is bent. It's that no matter what I did, the little brass kernel, right now you can't see it because of the lighting, the little brass kernel that the hairspring goes into, every time I'd put it in and then stick the kernel back in, it would kind of pull the hairspring to the side. So it's not exactly flat, but it works just fine, and it's keeping tension on the balance wheel, which is exactly what you want. So this one is up for sale tonight, the night of the 11th of September, and will be closing on the 18th. Check the links in the description for my eBay page and my email if you need to reach out. Thank you.